Okay, so some of you might have noticed that I haven't really been on YouTube as much lately, talking about current, my MJ news currently that's happening around us. And the reason for that isn't because I still love MJ. Michael, I still love you. Thank you so much. It's not because of that. It's just because last time I was talking about how I was really anxious about the whole MJ situation, about him having passed and all that kind of thing. And so I decided that the best thing for me would be to take some time out from YouTube and really step back and kind of consider my feelings and kind of consider where they were coming from, and try and sort them out in a kind of positive way. And so I've taken some time off, and I even went to a psychologist, and she was really helpful. She was like, everyone grieves and all of that kind of thing, but what kind of positive and constructive thing can you get from this? And I was kind of really thinking about that, and I was thinking, even when MJ went through his really hard times and the horrible things that people used to say about him, he still held on to hope, and he was still really as positive as he could be, and he always had time to give back no matter what. And I've just decided to really focus on, we were just so lucky to have him in the first place. He was like an angel sent down to us from heaven, and we will always have him here. And that's just one of the positive things that he gave us. And I think that he would want us all to move on. And so I've been continuing on with my meditation in my MJ meditation site, and you'll notice back there I've got a picture of MJ's new posthumous album cover called Michael, and done by the African American artist. Is like an oil painting done by the artist called Idea Nelson, and I hope I pronounced that right. And he's still giving to us even though he's not here. And so I just thought, how can I give back? How can I be positive and move on in a positive, constructive way, and really kind of carry on the teachings and philosophies and learnings that I got from MJ. And I'm actually a librarian, and every Tuesday I read to a kid group, and it's really fun. And I thought when I was a kid, I was always the happiest when I was singing and dancing MJ tunes in front of my whole family, my mum, my dad, and my grandma. And I thought that that's one possible way I could give back. I know all of these Michael choreographed dances, and I asked a couple of the parents, would they be interested in me teaching their kids how to do some MJ classics like the dancing and the singing. And they were all like, Shelley, we would be really happy for that to happen. And so I've been really excited about that. And I just, because I want to carry on that legacy. MJ was always there to help children. He had his Neverland Ranch where, sick and dying kids and disadvantaged kids would come, and they could, go on the Ferris wheel and look at all of his animals. And he always had that giving spirit, even when people doubted him. And that's what I really want to, that's how I want to positively pass on, and I'm really excited about it. And just to mention this quote from MJ that's really inspired this project that I'm trying to get off the ground. And my goal in life is to give to the world what I was lucky enough to receive, the divine unity of my music and of my dance. And I just felt so inspired. I already knew that quote, but I read it again the other day for the first time in ages. And I just thought that it could help me with my own grieving process to move on and to make a difference to the world. And I would encourage any MJ fans out there who are having a hard time to move on, try and be inspired by what Michael has left us forever. It'll always be with us. Try and move on with the MJ teachings and give back to the world like he would still be doing if he was here, and he still is doing even though he's not here. And I just want to say again, thank you to Michael, and we'll always love you, and we're so inspired by you. Okay.